What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today we are going to be doing a product review, and we're going to be doing it on a ZR1. Let's do it. All right, so we are here at Blackout Tinting. We have the C8 Corvette ZR1 here, of course, getting some PPF work, and Caleb is currently putting down some ceramic coating on the car. This car was used at the Pittsburgh International Auto Show, and because it's been driven kind of on and off the trailer and not driven much in between, of course, the battery died. Now, in normal situations, we have a battery tender plugged in and charging the battery, but I wanted to specifically have this battery die to show you this particular new product from Fanttik. So you guys know I've done a bunch of product reviews for them in the past. Their products are consistently really good, really high-end stuff. This one's a little different because it is, of course, a battery jump pack. We've seen these in the past. Fanttik's made probably 5 of those at this point, but this one's a little different. Let's take a look at it. And this is it. So this is the Fanttik Potent T10. And of course, it is a jump pack. Now, the reason that this one is different is, you could probably tell already, it's small. This is a bottle of water. It is obviously much larger than that. So this little device can still jump your car, and it jumps a pretty significant sized engine still. Looking at their website, of course, they say that it's compact and portable. There's the size dimensions of it, how much it weighs, a little over a pound. Super, super convenient to have that in your car somewhere because it's not massive like the normal jump packs. So scrolling through this though, we're gonna get some information and of course tell you exactly how big of an engine this thing can jumpstart, because it's still pretty powerful for being as small as it is. The website says it is actually 40% smaller than most of the actual jump packs out there, and I would say it's at least 40%, maybe even smaller than that. And it does still have a 12,000 milliamp hour battery. It can start a gas engine up to 7 liters or a diesel engine up to 5 liters. So obviously the ZR1 here is a 5.5 liter, but normal Corvettes you're looking at typically 6.2. Either way, this device is going to handle it. You can see right there, it is good for a 7 liter gas or 5 liter diesel. And it can actually charge your iPhone 16 up to 3 times from this particular battery bank. So it does operate as a bank for power as well. Right here is all of your connections with a built-in retractable USB-C. So you can charge your devices, you can charge the device itself to make sure it's holding a charge, and of course, give it a tug, and it is retractable. Very, very cool, all-in-one kind of package here. The best part, outside of the fact that it's small, compact, and easy to fit in your car, is this thing's only 89 bucks. Check out the link down below, guys. Grab one of these things, $90 for peace of mind. And it's going to fit in pretty much any vehicle or any spot in your vehicle you want because of how compact it is. It even comes with a little carry case. You can load everything in and kind of pull the drawstrings on it. So it's literally going to fit wherever you want to put it, and it's going to give you peace of mind. If nothing else, you'll have a really big battery bank to charge your cell phones, your laptops, whatever, but you also have the ability, of course, to jump your car. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate it here on the ZR1 because the C8 in general is not necessarily super easy to get into if your battery's dead. I'm going to show you kind of how to get into it and how to get into the area where you need to jump the battery, because especially on the ZR1 it's a little bit different because there is no frunk area. There's no cigarette lighter or power port in there to keep the battery charged. So we're going to go ahead and jump it with this, and then I'm going to show you how to use the stock battery tender which comes with the car to keep that battery good to go, because it is a little bit different on the ZR1. So when the car's dead, if you reach under here, you're gonna pull the button here and of course nothing's gonna happen. Now in my case, I already have the door open, but if you didn't, what you wanna do is take the stock key, push the button right here, and pop this lower part out, just like so. Now from here, you can literally just remove this from the bottom of the key, and of course it's gonna expose a physical key. Now this physical key is gonna allow you to open the door by going up underneath the boomerang here to the actual cylinder, key cylinder right there. You'll put it in there, give it a quarter turn, and it's gonna pop the door open. Now from there, we have to get into the car, up underneath the dash, and there is a thin wire you have to pull that will allow the frunk to pop. Basically, the thin wire will have a little loop on it. You grab it, pull it, and that frunk will pop. Just like that. So now the frunk is popped because obviously without power, there's no way to get the actual frunk popped. There you go. And just like that, we are open. Now, this area is normally on the car. We have it removed, obviously, for battery jump start purposes, but on the C8 ZR1, it is a little bit different. Normally, it's just held on with clips, but in this case, it's actually 2 little screws that will be right in this area right here. They're thumb screws. You can just turn and take the whole piece off. Now, obviously, with all of this opened up, we have easy access to the battery. This is when we're going to show and demonstrate the Fanttik T10. So again, super compact device that you can keep in a smaller sports car. So let's see how it works. And just so we're all on the same page here, there's no cheating happening. I'm in the car with the key, foot on the brake, pushing the start button. It is completely dead, guys, completely dead. So this battery pack is not only small, but mighty. It's gonna bring this car completely from a completely dead state to running. So you can see here, there's obviously 2 pieces to this. You got your jump cables and then the device itself. Now, if we just tap the button once, it's gonna turn on and tell you how much of a charge it's got. We're at 100%. Now from here on the side, there is a light bar. You can actually press this button to turn on. Now that's good for obviously at night, but if you press it again, it's going to give you some different emergency flashing situations, some strobing if you want to set yourself off into an epileptic seizure, but it is available. So with that turned, we'll just go ahead and turn it back off for now. Now this little door right here is where we're going to kind of focus next. We got to push that open, and it's going to reveal, of course, the connection for this thing. Now this will obviously plug right into there, just like that. Now we're good to go. So all we have to do now is attach that to the battery and it's ready to go. So all you have to do is literally red to red, black to black, and then we're gonna be able to jump start this thing. So that little device is gonna jump start this car completely from dead and bring it back up to a running state. Positive, there's negative, and already the lights are on. So I'm gonna get in and start the car because I wanna show you that it can be started, but already you can tell it's got some power flowing. I'm actually gonna have Caleb start it for us, so he's gonna jump in. You can already tell the door's working, everything's good. He's gonna go ahead and start it. And of course, that device is gonna bring this car back to life. Literally only used 2%. How about that? And it brought it right to life. Just like that. 2% out of that little device, car was completely dead. How about that? So obviously we're in the shop, we're not going to leave it running a whole lot of time here, but let's just check this, see. All right, we're down to 97%, but either way, it did its job. So just like that, like I said, guys, it is running. Battery is now disconnected, car's still running. It took about 4% overall. I got down to 96%. So that thing can jump a car from completely dead state, 5.5 liter turbocharged engine like this. It would be able to do this probably 10 times, maybe even more. And that's from a completely dead state. Now, obviously, we're inside here with the door open now, so it's fine. We're gonna let it run for a minute, but once I shut this off, it hasn't run long enough for the alternator to actually recharge the battery. So I'm gonna show you how to use the stock battery tender on this as well. But huge props to Fanttik for this thing. I mean, look at the size of this thing beside a water bottle. It's literally a hair smaller than a water bottle. Plus this little guy in this bag, it's literally gonna save you, and you're gonna not even be able to tell it's in the car. You could easily store that in even the glove box. Now again, Fanttik is the sponsor of this video, but check out the link in the description down below if you wanna grab one of these. They're only $90 on Amazon. With Prime shipping, you'll get this thing in 2 days. And it's a really, really well built piece of tech here, so definitely check it out. Now, I didn't really get to show too much of the cord here, but if you want to charge the device, all you gotta do is pull out the cord and plug it in. This is literally attached, so you give it a little tug and it goes back in, just like that. Now, on the bottom, of course, like I said, you can charge your cell phone, your laptop. It's a 12,000 milliamp hour battery, so it is going to offer quite a bit of charge for any of your electronic devices. So worst case scenario, you have this thing to charge your stuff. Now obviously I'm a big fan of Fanttik stuff. I have a bunch of their products, between the battery jumpers, vacuums, all kinds of different things that they make, but this thing It's really showing where technology is headed because it's cut the size of these jump packs down to like nothing. Again, check out the link in the description down below if you want to grab one. Again, look at that. The entire package is barely bigger than a water bottle. Really, really an awesome product, guys. Check it out. In the link down below, Fanttik has all kinds of stuff that you're going to want to take a look at. But this thing in particular, great for road trips. So this is the battery tender that comes with the ZR1. Like I said, it is a little bit different than your normal C8. So when we open it up, of course, you're going to notice a lot of similarities here. This thing looks the same, but it comes with alligator clips here for your battery instead of the cigarette lighter that you're not going to be able to use in this car. So it does still come with it, which I guess I can applaud GM for doing that, but you're not going to really use that on the ZR1. So we're going to actually literally have to connect these to the battery itself, which is another reason why we left that plastic piece off. Make sure that this car is now going to maintain a battery connection or battery charge instead of having to use a jump pack on it. So where this tender differs from your typical C8 tender is that it has an end on it that allows swappable plugs on the end of them. So we obviously have the alligator clips and the cigarette lighter, and you can easily swap them out. This might be something they start including with all C8s from here forward, but for right now this is on the ZR1 only. We'll just go ahead and plug in these alligator clips, get them on the battery terminals themselves, and then just plug it into the wall right here, because Blackout's set up with outlets all over the place for this exact purpose. We don't want these cars to die. So interestingly enough, we got those terminals connected, but on the bottom side of the ZR1 hood, we actually have a little bit of an indent right here where you can see you can actually run this cable through so nothing gets pinched. So we'll go ahead and run it through there and then plug it in, and that's that. This battery will now be tendered. And just like that, guys, it is now charging. Now this will bring this car, the battery, up to full charge. You won't have to worry about anything ever again, but if you don't have a setup like that, if you don't have plugs in your garage, this might just be your best friend right here, guys. Fanttik T10. Check it out in the description down below. Grab one for yourself. Of course, I love having these kind of things on hand with all my vehicles, between the 2 Corvettes, the Ram TRX. It doesn't really do much for my wife's fully electric Lyric, but this helps me out at least. And it's small enough that I'll always have it on me, so if I'm coming to Blackout or any place where there might be a dead battery, I'll be able to help out. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's video, though. The ZR1 is now fully charged, or fully able to be charged, because we were able to get into it and start it all up thanks to Fanttik. So again, check out the description down below if you want to grab one of these devices. Big thumbs up to Fanttik. Thumbs up if you liked the video, guys. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And as always, stay obsessed.